Oh, okay. Hi, if you're new here, what's up? If you don't know me in real life and you are new here, you do not know that 21 Pilots is my favorite band. However, now you do know. There's them up there. I have my Clancy shirt on. I obviously have my tattoo. I have my blurry face blanket. I have my scaled and icy blanket, and I am currently wearing my trench blanket because today is the frickin' day that we've been waiting for, clickies. We have been waiting for the Paladin Strait music video, the last music video of 21 Pilots to drop for their album. Okay. The quality is insane already. Oh my god, the vultures. There's the still. I feel like I'm watching a movie. I can't be alone. Guess I never told you so. Making my way towards you. Horns. Tracing out a line, a route I've mapped 1,000 times. Making my way towards you. Without any flotation, expectations that I'm gonna make it. Fucking banditos, are you kidding? Oh. Standing on the shore, staring down a hurling storm, making its way toward me. Name an artist that has done this. The map. Oh, we're in trench. I would swim the Paladin Strait. Oh. Look at this vulture circling above. This is nuts. This is nuts. Oh. The neon. You're so cool for that. Oh wow. Go Clancy, go. Without any flotation. On the ground are banditos, fighting while I find Nico, even though I'm past the point of no return. Climb the top of the tower, show yourself, I yell louder, even though I'm past the point of no return.
So few, so proud, so emotional. Hello, Clancy.
They are cruel for the metaphor of the neon gravestones fighting those. That metaphor in and of itself absolutely shattered my heart. The end. I mean, even just listening to the song, the idea of like facing Nico and being brave enough to finally face your demons, your insecurities, your depression. Having Nico have him in a chokehold and his eyes closed, terrified, waiting for the end to just be met. Having him look him in the eyes at the end is insane. And I am on the train of the belief that this isn't the end. As much as they're like, oh, this is the end of the storyline. Maybe he's done telling it through the lens of this fake world. But his story with mental health is ongoing. That's why I don't think this actual, I don't know. I'm on the fence of like, maybe the storyline can end, but I don't think it will. I think the storyline is actually going to continue forward. Because I think there was an interview and Tyler was like, oh, it's not really over. Like, Trench is not really dead. Like, it's never really gonna ever be over. And I mean, that just goes to tell you about mental health and like mental illness, of like these things will always be with you no matter what. And like, even as you make progress, you'll always remember, you know, you'll always backslide, you'll always have to try again next semester, you know, you'll always snap back. Like, I think for me, my theory, Trench, I mean, it is so obvious that Trench is a physicalization of a fantasy world of his mind, of his psyche. He has said that. It's obvious. And he's using Trench. He's in the trenches. That's what people say when they're like really, really low. That's where he got the name from. And he's using these people, these bishops, these 9 bishops, as physical representations of things that can control your mind. Addiction, Nico, who he's mentioned before, which was blurry face, being like his depression, his insecurities, his story of Trench, of trying to leave it and trying to get better. And there's a line in Trench that, in Trench, I'm not alone. And it's just a group of people. Oh, God, this like metaphor makes me so sad because so many people don't get it, and people make fun of me for like in Twin Oak Pilots and loving this band and always being like, you don't understand, like they're so, like this is what I mean. And Trench, I'm not alone, is such a powerful lyric, because every bandito, which is all the people that are struggling with mental health in the yellow, if you know, you're not new, if you're new to this and you're just watching this because you're a friend of mine or whatever, this video just intrigued you, the people who are struggling with mental health and trying to get out of this place that is holding them captive, their mind, and trying to find something better. All these people are struggling and you're doing it together. And so Clancy leaves Trench and finds a way to be able to control his mind, which are the horns, which is a representation of Ned, which is a character that I'll put a photo of that we have seen in other music videos and throughout the lore, that is a representation of Tyler's creativity. The horns are on Ned's head, but they're a form of Ned's antlers, and he controls the bishops through these antlers, which you see in this music video, which is him using his creativity to sort of try and kill out these people. Like he said, I created this world to have some control, to control his mind. I can destroy it if I want, which is exactly what he's doing here in Paladin Strait. He's destroying these bishops. He's trying to come to terms with his own mental health and be more forward with it, which when Tyler was talking about that, I was like, oh, I can destroy the world that I created. I didn't really think he actually meant like physically destroy it. Like I don't think this is actually over, like I was saying. I think what he meant was that he was trying to break the barrier. My ADHD is going crazy. Sorry, I'm jumping from point to point. But I think he's trying to break the barrier of fantasy and reality, and that's why people are like, oh, well, no shit, we knew you were Clancy. And I'm like, that's the whole point, is he's like, if you just thought this was a fake world I was creating for the fun part, and people are like, oh, I don't really care about the lore. He's like, it isn't lore, though. It's me making a fake world for myself to control. Like, I am Clancy. Like, this is my story. This is my life. This is me just telling my struggles through a fantastical world because I feel like I can control it better than my life. And so that's why he tells the story of backslide. He tells the story of next semester, where this is the first time in his career that he's been so vulnerable that he told us about. I don't know how many times he's tried, but at least the one time he has tried to, and like in depth. And in the years of his music, we've never heard anything about it. Like, everything was so vulnerable, this album, compared to what he's done years prior, that I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to break the barrier between fantasy and reality. I grew up obviously listening to them, and like that's where my love for metaphors became. And the book I'm writing, that's based on a show we did for my final year at school, is all based on metaphor. And my love for metaphors and things meaning stuff comes from them, because I think that's so, as an artist, to find, like, I don't know, there's something so creatively charging. Like he says, create something that only you understand. The vulnerability and the authenticity in this album is beyond explanation. I don't know, every time I've made a reaction video to one of the songs or even the whole album, it's hard for me. Like, I'm one of those people that has to kind of listen, and then I give a good reaction, obviously, but it takes me more time to sort of digest everything. And now has it been close to a month? No, way less than that since this album came out. Almost a month, actually. And the more I've listened to it, obviously, I listen to it on repeat now. And one, still no skips. Still no skips. Incredible. Two, every single song on this album was so purposeful. That was beautiful. And can I just say, like I said at the beginning, the cinematography, you all want to sit here, listen, respect for Taylor Swift, whatever, like, she's done her thing, she's made her empire, props to her. But at the same time, it's like, y'all will sit here and praise this woman, all right? But y'all are sleeping on artists like this. Y'all are sleeping on artists like this, making messages like this, who created whole fictional fantasy worlds surrounding mental health and made a music video like this. That looks like a real place. What are you talking about? I don't even know how to end this video, aside from saying, if you don't listen to 21 Pilots, you should, and you're missing out. And you might be thinking, oh, you're weird for, liking a band that always is lore. Trust me when I tell you that these people deserve your time and your money and your energy. And I can't wait to see what they do next, but I really, 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 really stand by it and say, I love Trench. I do. This is my favorite album that they have ever released. Guess I'll do should I do the cringy YouTuber thing? I don't know. I feel like that's so gross. I feel like every time I watch a video and everyone's like and subscribe, makes me want to die. So whatever, I guess do the things you wish to do, if you please. And I hope that you stick around to see my vlogs and also more videos of me that I make. And thank you for staying alive. Keep it real, babe. Mwah.